Stop running ads and start running influencers. You see, the problem with most newer businesses, and even more established businesses, to be honest, is that they just don't respect how incredibly difficult that it can be to steal market share away from competitors. There was this golden era of like 2014 to 2018, or even as far as 2020 and 2021 during COVID, when you could run a lot of top of funnel ads. So funnel, you have cold audience, people that don't know your brand, warm audience in the middle, they're in the consideration phase, and then the hot audience, the people that are ready to buy. That top of funnel, especially when we're talking about e-commerce, but other niches as well, we've always just sort of run ads. These ads are always more expensive, they're harder to convert, and generally, we're trying to take market share from someone else and move it to you, which is incredibly difficult to do. This is why it's so expensive and so difficult to get results for something like skincare or food products, things that people already have solutions in their life for, and they want to switch over to your brand. That's incredibly more difficult than launching an innovative new product in a brand new category that solves a problem that's never been solved before. That's an easier argument to make. But when you're trying to actually steal market share, which really 95% of businesses out there are trying to do, you need to really change the entire way that you approach your top of funnel, meeting your cold audience. So I'm going to talk about that, and I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to be doing. As I said before, you could just run ads. You can't do that anymore. Okay, what we're really talking about is brand awareness here. But what does brand awareness mean in 2024? It's a lot different than it used to be. Television used to be the best way to get brand awareness, as well as radio. That's why, for example, look at somebody like Geico. Geico is Geico because of their TV commercials, and they're a huge reason why they are so incredibly successful. You can even look back to a brand like Apple early in the 2000s when they were just starting to try to steal some market share away from PCs, and they did the Justin Long hip versus not so cool thing. It was brand awareness that moved the needle. Same thing with a brand like Yeti. So much work on brand awareness that they've now become synonymous with their product category. If you have a travel mug, you probably looked for a Yeti and priced them out first before you went to the Amazon knockoffs, or you just bought a Yeti, which many people do. Oh, look, I've got a Yeti. I don't even like the outdoors that much. So can you run TV commercials now, and can they make an impact? Absolutely. Is it expensive? Absolutely. There are more inexpensive ways to get that massive brand awareness, but there's a couple things that you need to know. Number one, brand awareness content is absolutely essential for you to steal market share and have a successful business. But it is terrible for short-term ROI. It just doesn't happen. You run brand awareness content that doesn't have super huge calls to actions and discounts and deals, and it's to an audience of people that don't know who you are. A low percentage of those people are going to buy, but a high percentage of those people, if you do it right, like Geico did it right, like Apple did it right, they will remember you. And so they'll move down to your middle of funnel when you can start making them better, bigger offers through email, through retargeting ads, and those sort of tactics. By far, the best way to do this in 2024 is to use influencers. There's been a lot of talk about influencer marketing not working. Oh, influencer marketing doesn't drive ROI. And the problem is with all these whippersnapper marketers and these data analysts and people that are just out there spewing ridiculous, stupid, garbage advice all over the place. They're just telling you what you want to hear. If you're a business owner and you're watching this, you want more money. You want it now. You want to sell more products. You want to sell them now. So why would you invest in something long term? The same reason that you might put money into retirement, for the same reason that you might invest in the stock market, for the same reason you might have a child, right? You don't just want the baby, you want the whole thing, right? You want them to grow up and be an amazing family member and an amazing member of society. Do you need the short-term ROI on that, right? Because it's going to pay off so much down the road. And that's exactly what brand awareness can do. And if you want to do it in the most inexpensive way, you can do it with influencers. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, oh, I don't know, these little influencers I've tried don't work. And guess what? You're right. They don't really work all that well. You need bigger influencers. And then you're probably rightfully saying to yourself, these people are expensive. But how much money do you think you are willing to spend on top of funnel ads? Like, what if we were just to take all that money away and put it into influencers, right? Say you're going to spend $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 on ads. What if we just said, hey, let's just take 3 months, not spend any of that ad money, and instead just divert that ad money into getting massive social proof by people with gigantic audience, right? It's like PR on crack. And then when you do start advertising fully, you're going to be so much better positioned because there's going to be more brand awareness. There's going to be tons of social proof with people thinking about you, talking about you, all of those things. In the grand scheme of things, with the investment money that you're willing to spend on actual marketing content and material, there's nothing better that you can do than invest in the early stage of your business in influencers, because they're going to give you that brand awareness that they need. And is spending thousands of dollars on influencers cheap? No. Is it cheaper than TV? Yeah, by a lot. And really, if you're a real business owner, you're thinking about investing in marketing, right? Hopefully in the thousands of dollars. The smaller you think, the much less of a chance you have any chance of winning, because this is a hard game to win. Just take those thousands of dollars and put them into brand awareness so that you have a chance of taking some market share away, because you're not going to do it with your direct response ads. It just doesn't work. We at Get Hyped have actually put together a free group. We're hosting it on School that has tons and tons of templates that you can download right now, right away, to run your own influencer marketing campaign. And we have worked with some of the biggest brands on the planet when it comes to influencers. We have fallen on our face a bunch of times, and we have had a lot of triumphs, and all of these documents that we have used throughout all of those processes is right here for you. So click the link in the description. I'll give you a link there so that you can join the group and hopefully have some good conversations with you over there. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.